Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
He is a father, a brother, an icon to those that know him. He is Endeavor Empire.
Well, hello, welcome to the show. My name is Derek. I am Endeavor Empire. We want to welcome you to the show. Today is a good day, a fun day. Hopefully everybody is doing good out there. I'm doing great. Hopefully everybody had a great week. I had a fantastic week. Today, I received an email from some loyal listeners, one in particular that caught my attention, that wanted to know more about the relationship that I'm in, or shall I say LDR. And for those of you who don't know, LDR, long distance relationships. So, a listener who would like to remain anonymous sent me a letter inquiring about how it's going for me, because they tried and it didn't really go so well for them. For reasons unknown, they care not to explain, but I will give my opinion on the matter. Now keep in mind that these are simply my opinions. These are simply what I've experienced. This particular listener said they were in a long distance relationship for about maybe 6 months to a year. No real timeline was given. I'm guesstimating about a year. He seemed pretty heartbroken about it. I'm not sure what led up to the end. However, I did write this listener back and would love to have this listener on the show to maybe give his side of the story. But for now, Well, I guess we'll just take it back to me. So, as I said before, I am currently courting a young lady out of the Philippines. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion in how this relationship that I'm in is able to move forward, in my opinion. As I stated before, I met this young lady on a dating site, Filipino Cupid. Her first name is Sarah. She is a young mother. Well, not really a young mother, but she is a mother. She has 2 children. Is that a deal breaker for me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But we didn't just hook up out the gate. Now, for this listener, I can only go off what you give me. And you said that you were talking to this young lady for about 2 to 3 months, 3 months at best, and you guys decided to make it an official relationship. Now, in my opinion, long distance relationships only work if both parties are committed, if both parties are talking to each other through and through, if both parties understand each other and what they expect from one of another until such said time that they meet to see if this relationship is even worth going forward with. Now, I met this young lady and we just started talking about life. You know, I shared my background. She shared her background. And from there, we just started talking on a daily basis. Now, I have encountered some other women, more than just one. That's just not to say I didn't really get to her. There were others before her. So there were others that were inboxing me and, you know, wanted to get to know more about me, and I wanted to know more about them. Now, what caught me was the conversation that we had between each other, because the other young women that I spoke to, and again, I guess it doesn't matter what race you are. I guess having 6 kids is a deal breaker to some women. I understand that. I'm not mad, not upset, not angry, nothing like that. It's your opinion, it's your prerogative. You know what you want. But for me, I don't like to sugarcoat anything. So I'm going to paraphrase of this letter what this young man wrote me in reference to the issues that he was having. Dear Endeavor Empire, first off, I love your show. I think you're genuine, you're original. Don't really get a lot of podcasters like you who just talk about life openly. Hey, I appreciate that. I just do it because I do it. There's no really big genre or anything to it. But I wanted to ask you about a long distance relationship. I've had a few, but the 4th one was not what it seemed. I've been hurt so many times, I'm trying to figure out if it's me or if it's them. I know I listened to one of your podcasts earlier, and you told me that you were talking to a young lady from the Philippines, which ironically, I was too. Again, I don't know if I did something wrong, or maybe the relationship was just not for her. However, I decided to give it a shot. I didn't really see a lot of red flags in the beginning. I just thought the conversation was good. I thought we were having a good time. And she started asking for money. She said she had issues at home that she wanted to take care of and that she needed my help. So being the man that I am, I did oblige her. I sent her some money, not knowing that I would be sending money almost every week. I felt in a way I was used, or maybe I was scammed. Either one, I don't really know. However, I would like to know if this is a situation or a problem that you have from the young lady that you're talking to. Because I feel as every woman that I've come in contact with has always asked me for money and nothing else. We get to a good story, we have a good talk, and then from there, it's I need this or I need that, or somebody is dying. Now, I don't want to be rude because I don't know their situation. However, I don't mind helping, but I am not a rich man. I'm just an average man, probably an average man just like you. So if I could, sorry, tongue tie. If I could please get your opinion on the matter, maybe give me some ideas of what I could do or what I shouldn't do, or how I could be better at this long distance relationship. Now, I do have to tell you that me and the young lady are no longer talking anymore, and I have since almost given up on it. I know love is out there for me somewhere, but I just don't know where to look. Sign, yours truly, a loyal listener. Well, my friend, first off, I apologize that this is happening to you. Second of all, it sounds like you've been in love quite a few times. That's no problem. It's not really a big deal. We all want to be in love. But at what cost do we want to be in love? You know, love shouldn't cost you anything. My values are different. I'll tell you what my values are. And I'll tell you how me and Sarah got to a point of where we're at today, which is the relationship purely revolves around love, honesty, and in my mind, in her beliefs and my belief, faith in God. Now, you told me you were talking to this young lady. You guys were talking for a while and she just started asking for money. Here's the do's and don'ts in my opinion. If you're talking to a young lady from another country, it doesn't matter if it's the Philippines, it's anywhere. And if you want to try to give this long distance relationship a try, first off, the automatic red flag is that they're asking for money. Has it happened to me? Yes, you damn well believe it has happened to me. But here's my thinking in my mind. Because keep in mind, the internet is a big place. Back in the day, there was no such thing as, internet dating. Now, I say where you went wrong is that you sent this young lady money. This is what I have learned and kind of what I have researched over time. Even when I was married, because when I was married, I wasn't in this kind of relationship, but, other cultures and relationships always fascinated me because I wanted to know where, how other cultures did, dating or relationships, because I'm an American. We do things differently here, but other countries do it a lot more civilized, or they do things a little bit differently. No problem. The first thing is that you met this young lady, and maybe, I'm going to say a couple of weeks, maybe less than that, she's already asking you for money. That's a red flag to me. Because here's the thing. If they're asking you for money, what were they doing before you? And if this young lady, you didn't really you gave me something to go on, but I don't know if you and this young lady, got to a point of certainty if there were, amicable feelings for each of you. Maybe I know it was you, but was there feelings on her end? And what I mean by that is that, how did you guys communicate on a daily basis? I'm going to give you an example. Me and Sarah communicate on a day-to-day basis. I know our time zones are different. I think they're about 14 to 16 hours ahead of us. But We communicated every single day. We video chatted almost every single day. She would wake me up and say good morning to me. I would say good evening to her, and vice versa. When I first started talking to Sarah, there was never no mention of any money. She never asked for a dime. To this day, she still doesn't ask for a dime. Not one red cent. So when you are talking to this young lady and she's asking you for money, you just don't know. You have to use your better judgment. Listen, if you're just now meeting somebody on the internet, you want to try to give long distance relationship a go, what you don't do is automatically start throwing your wallet at this person. Keep in mind, any and everybody can be scammed. Any and everybody can be tricked into something that's not even real. They're called scammers. They do this on a daily basis. I'm not sure what you got out of this relationship because it doesn't really sound like you got much. You might have been had. Is it your fault? Maybe half. I know you want to be in love, but you want to be in love at what cost? Love doesn't cost anything. If you're looking to give the long distance relationship a try, you should first sit back and think, why do I need to give you money? What's the money going to benefit? It is a hustle. Here's the other hustle. I don't know how you were sending this young lady money. If she tells you that she has a PayPal, my friend, I think she's been doing this before. Here's the thing. Women and men, particularly women, and it's not a bad thing, so don't make it seem like I'm coming off as, oh, well, he's just labeling women as gold diggers. I'm not labeling that. If they have a PayPal account, you're not the only one, my friend. There's more than one. Because some Filipinos, depending on their situation, and I don't know this young lady, don't have PayPal accounts. If they know more about PayPal than you do, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. I'll give you an example. Before I met Sarah, I would have about maybe close to 10 to 15 to 20 females on Filipino Cupid messaging me. The conversation would start off good. We'd have good talks. And then I'd probably say by maybe the second or third day, they're already asking me for money. They'll give you a sob story. They'll tell you that, oh my God, this is happening or that's happening. Or I need to get food for my kids. Can you send $20? I don't know what it is with $20. Maybe it's a lower amount. I don't know. Maybe it's the amount they like to start off with. But if you look at your currency exchange for today in America, and you figure out where $20 can go, because I always get asked for $20. Well, $20 in US dollar based on today's current exchange rate is 1,110 pesos. So if they're always asking for that, they're always asking for that. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you that. But if they say send it to the PayPal, because PayPal, there's a small fee, not really much, but whatever. But I think you were had. So when this happened to me, immediately I would shut it down. I would always say, well, I just met you. I don't know why I need to send you money if I just met you. And then they'll always try to throw in, icing on the cake or try to make it sound so seductive. I could be your girlfriend. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but this is words. How can you be my girlfriend when you're clear across the damn country? I'm not going to get to see you. I can give you, and then I can give you my money, or then they'll tell you I'll pay you back. How the hell are you going to pay me back? We're in two different countries. It's not like I can take your ass to Judge Judy and have you appear in court in America. No, hell no. Here's the thing I would always tell the women that would always ask me for money. And this wasn't always the case with most of the Filipino women. But I would always ask, well, what were you doing before me? I've had a young lady send me an electric bill from the Philippines via Messenger or WhatsApp, the popular app that everybody uses for, nationwide texting or whatever. And I was like, well, what is this? She's like, I need to pay my bill. Okay. I don't understand what anything has to do with me. I just met you. Listen, we can't be so naive to the fact that they're beautiful women. They're very beautiful women. They know how to push your buttons. They know how to say to get you to say this, that, and the other. Or they'll send you a video or they'll send you their voice. First off, videos don't do shit for me. I don't care what the video is. It could be just you smiling, saying, hey, you love me. Here's another fun fact. Most of the videos that they send you are pre-recorded. They'll say, hi, baby. How are you? I love you. Kiss goodbye. And that's it. You can't authenticate the authenticity of the video. This is what I learned. This is what I've seen. I would have some young ladies send me videos. Not nude videos. They would just say, hey, I love you. You're very beautiful. But they wouldn't say my name. I don't care if they did or didn't say my name. And I know that some of you men who are looking for love, I know you want to be in love, but you can't let yourself get all gooey and mushy inside and get all warm and fuzzy and then just say, oh, it's for a good cause. I've had young ladies tell me that their grandmother is dying, and they would send you photos of the person actually dead at a funeral. Here's the funny thing. Not really funny for death, but I had a young lady said, I need money for my mom's funeral. She's not going to make it, or she died the next day. But when they send you the picture, I'm the type of guy that if I get something, I like to analyze it. I want to verify the authenticity of it. So, and keep in mind, this was just towards last year. She sent me a picture. There was a funeral. Whoever this young lady was, I think it was a grandmother, said she had just passed away. But when I zoomed in on the background of the photo, the damn date of the program for the funeral said 2017. So whoever this person was died in 2017. I didn't call him out on it. I just said, hey, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I wish you the best of luck. But the only thing I can offer you is prayer. Now, how you know if this person is really genuine or not is that they'll keep the conversation going. If not, if you say no, they'll immediately cut the conversation off. They'll cut it short and sweet. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I got to go do something. Either somebody needs help in the kitchen or I got to go to work. But hold on, you said you needed money. So why are you asking? You don't have a job? I assume you didn't have a job. So they'll try to cut the conversation off, or they'll try to change subject on the conversation, or they'll keep the conversation going and you won't never hear from their ass again. That's just the way it is. How I got to a point of me helping Sarah was because I told her everything about my life. She told me everything about hers. When I met this young lady, she was borrowing a neighbor's cell phone because she didn't have a cell phone. I know a lot of you are wondering, well, how can you trust her? How can I trust her? My faith. This young lady talks to me every day. This young lady was tired of being hurt. This young lady was disappointed in the situation that she was in, but she's not looking for a way out. She's looking for a compatible partner or a future husband. This is what she's looking for. If you get a young lady who tells you what they're looking for and they say nothing about money, they tell you about their life, they tell you about their kids, they tell you what's happened to them in life and what they're trying to accomplish, why wouldn't I want to take that journey with them? Why wouldn't I want to help them? Why wouldn't I? This doesn't come easy. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work that's involved. And I think if you're looking for someone and if you want them to be genuine, it can be genuine. Another way, if a young lady is feeling you or wants to get to know you better, how about we video chat? Let's go from there. And the only reason why I say that is because if they don't want to video chat you, then that person on the other end of that phone or computer is not who you think it is. They're either looking for a scam or a hustle. The second day I met Sarah, we video chatted. We stayed on the phone for probably about maybe an hour and a half. One of the best conversations I've had in years. It's hard. It's hard to find somebody. It's hard to know if this person is real or if this person is scamming you. You kind of have to not go in with your eyes closed, but with your eyes wide open. Again, love shouldn't cost you a thing. If you want to get to know somebody, if they're genuine, talk to them. If they text you the next day and they want to keep the conversation going, that's how you know it's real. If there's no mention of money in the equation, that's how you want to keep it going. Again, it's hard. It's hard. You're going to hit a few bumps in the road before you get to that smooth surface. You really are. So I would encourage you, if you're thinking about doing this again, don't be so quick to hand over money. And then by the same token, don't kind of offer it up. Don't talk about your finances. Don't talk about, this is how much money I make. Because to them, that's a red flag. And keep in mind, when you talk about money to some, then others kind of come in. It's like a flock of birds. You get one bird chirping, they all chirping. And then that's when everybody starts coming out the woodwork and starting to give you the attention that you need. And this is what you don't want to do. You want to be, how can I say this? You want to be reserved. You want to get to know the person. You want to tell them about you and you want to know about them. Sure, it's okay to tell them what job you do and what you have. And, I wouldn't go into the whole money situation. Because here's the thing, if you tell them the job that you're doing, they're going to want to know more about the job. Not the money aspect of it, but the job. I swear, this young lady that I'm talking to, oh my goodness. And when I say oh my goodness, because the conversation of money never comes up. It's always about her kids, my kids, her life, my life. How we want life to be better, how we want to find somebody that we can just wake up to and that we can love. The problem with today's world is that everybody is so, fixated on money. Yes, you do need money to live. I'm not a rich person. At best, my friend, like you, I'm average. I work a regular 9-to-5 job. I come home, I take care of my kids. I pay bills. I don't think if you're looking for somebody, you got to tell them how much money you make. Because when you tell somebody how much money you make, they're expecting that life. And I got to be honest with you, my friend. I can't provide that life that they're looking for. And if you can't provide that life that they're looking for, and then you want to try to provide that life, well, you're going to be heartbroken twice. You're going to be heartbroken because meanwhile, while you're trying to please one person, you're not pleasing yourself. You know what I mean by that is that you're not taking care of yourself. You're going broke trying to take care of this person. Even though you've never seen them, you don't have any intentions on meeting this person, but you want to just keep forking over the bank with no problem. And that's bad. That's bad. This relationship that I'm in now, I prayed about it. I took it all on faith. I don't know if you're a religious person, but I am. I pray about everything. I pray that this is the right step in the right direction. I pray that this is what she wants. I pray that this is what I want. Again, it is hard to know on the other end if this person is real or not. But some of the signs that I have seen that I can attest to is if they're calling you every day. They're asking how your day went. If you're on the phone for hours and hours at a time, if you can't get enough of each other, if she's laughing with you and you're laughing with her, if y'all just have just a genuine conversation, you kind of get that feeling on the inside like, oh my goodness, is this real? Or when you guys have a video chat or video call and you're on the phone just talking to each other, trying to figure out this thing called life. If this thing called life is a thing for you. And when you're figuring that out and the conversation is good, hang on to that. There's no need to go searching. No need at all. I mean, you got one good apple. You don't need to keep searching for more and better good apples. Because I gotta say, when I met Sarah, I thought the conversation that we shared was so deep, so genuine, so real. And we just kept talking about life. You know, we kept talking about what we wanted for each other and how we can get there and what we want. You know, I gotta be real honest. As a guy with 6 kids, I didn't think any woman would want me. It's not negative thinking. I'm just thinking that, you know, when women hear 6 kids, they're like, oh Lord, baby mama drama. And that's not what I do. That's not what I want. Sorry, you know, I be hitting this vape sometime and drinking this Red Diamond tea. It just, ooh, goodness. But leave money out the equation. If you're talking to more than one woman, you kind of have to decide for yourself which one is telling you what's good, maybe telling you what you want to hear, or you're listening and you're thinking this could work. Oh, excuse me again. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Dinner. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If you're having a conversation with this young lady and the conversation is just good, it's good all the way around. You don't see any red flags. You haven't heard anything. My red flag to me is always the money. The second red flag to me is the video call. These are kind of the main two things I want to start with the conversation, see where her head is at. You know, if there's no mention of money, by golly, you might have yourself a keeper. You might. But if she doesn't want a video chat, oh, I'm shy and this, that, and the other, I get it. I get that part. We can still text for a few until you feel a little bit more comfortable. It's up to you on how long you want to wait for that. I'm not saying rush the situation or rush the process. Part of the problem is in today's society, everybody's so in a rush to do anything. You're rushed to love. You're rushed to be with somebody. You're rushed to get married. You're rushed to start a life. If it's worth it, give it time. It'll come to you. There's no need to rush anything. I'm taking my time with this young lady. I think what we have is something special. And when I go visit her in her home country, I think that's just going to be great. I really do. For somebody that's halfway across the globe and that talks to me on an every day-to-day basis, checks on me to see how I'm doing, don't get me wrong, I do the exact same thing. Holler if you hear me. But it is up to you, my friend. You have to understand that you can't solve or have a relationship by throwing money at it. Is money happy? Yes. Is money good to have? Yes. But money can be the root of all evil and the cause of all problems. While you're helping somebody, you're going broke in the process doing it. So I just want you to think about that. You know, maybe write down some pros and cons of what you think is going to benefit you. And if the good outweighs the bad, there's an answer. Again, you don't have to rush into anything. I wouldn't date. Date. I would rush into anything. But when me and Sarah started talking, again, I say it was good. It was good. There was no mention of money. Now, I did come to learn of her situation, and I offered to help. Believe it or not, this young lady does not want to take my money. She's a mother of 2. I'm a father of 6. Well, 7 technically. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Love is just not being with someone. Love is a feeling someone, even if you're miles apart. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. Don't get angry about it. But I wouldn't throw money at it. You got to be smart. You got to think about it. I don't know how many people that you've had in your life that you've been throwing money at, but it's benefiting them, but it's not benefiting you. You're getting hurt. They're being made whole. And when they're being made whole, what do you have to show for it? Now, they might send you a picture. Again, they're going to tell you everything. Everything from the household problems. And the sad thing is, some of the problems are true. They're true. And this is what I come to realize. Out of all the people who've asked me for money, I can't help anybody. I can't help everybody. I can't. I've seen the videos on YouTube. I've done some research. In certain parts, if not all parts of the Philippines, are just horrible. I mean, they all have Squattersville, which again is not bad. It's not bad at all. You have to choose with your heart, my friend. You have to open up your eyes wide. You have to listen for the red flags. You have to, kind of cipher them out. And again, don't call them out on it. You want to be respectful. And when I say being respectful, say, hey, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is a relationship for me. I think we should just kind of, just be friends. Or, if you want to message and talk to me sometime, we can do that. Do that. The one thing with Sarah, I may be thousands of miles away, but she is always the first thing on my mind. Well, next to my kids. Hold on now. Oh, shit. I love my kids. Don't get me wrong. It is. So, my friend, remember, when 2 hearts are meant to be with each other, no distance is too far. No time is too long. No other love can break them apart. So if it's something that you're interested in pursuing, I would pursue it. I wouldn't give up on it so quick. Listen, again, things take time. When things take time, over time, things start to blossom. And when they start to blossom, then you start feeling these butterflies, so to speak. And with the butterflies, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. To this very day, I am still talking to Sarah. I hope that this can be something when I go visit her in her country. So everybody is different. Everybody loves different. Everybody wants different things. But if you're kind of rushing in and going in with your eyes closed, well, I'm not trying to be funny or rude. And I say this in an utmost respectful way. You're kind of looking for, you're going to get what you're going to get. It's not going to be what you want, when you want it, and how you want it. What you're getting right now is not what you want. It's bad for you. I don't know the other relationships that you have came across, But this to me is my first real genuine long distance relationship. And I do want to see this through. I want it to keep going. And I'm just going to do that. So I want you, I don't know what site you're on. I don't know what you're looking for. I hope that you can email me back and we can kind of go from there. I would love to have you on the show and kind of talk about things, because I do feel like I'm kind of missing some things in there. But at the same time, I know you may not want to share it all. You might be embarrassed. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. It happens. It's life. It's life. Love is not perfect, but you want, out of a relationship, it should be about honesty and about trust. And if you can develop that honesty and you can develop that trust in that person, you got something going. I developed that with Sarah and I just can't turn it off. And I know you're thinking, well, how do you know she's not cheating with you with somebody else? Listen, I don't know that. I don't. I really don't. But in my heart, when I pray about it and when I ask for God to give me the steps and to see if this is the right way to go, I haven't been shown a different path yet. Now, I don't know your religion. I don't know your faith. I don't know what you do to believe or what you do to kind of believe the situation, but I never go into a situation thinking anything negative. I always think positive. Because when you have these thoughts of negativity, then they come to fruition. They come full circle. And then you're like, I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. And that's not what I do with Sarah. I don't do that. I just think positive thoughts. I think that this young lady, she's beautiful. She's smart. She's a good mother. She's taking care of her kids. And she's just looking for a partner, a better life with somebody that she can love. Never mind the money. She's looking for somebody that she wants to call her husband. She's looking for somebody that can be a father or mentor to her children. When I talked to this young lady, I felt not really bad, but just kind of disappointed, but then again, the same shit that goes on, I guess, across the world goes on here too. You have men that have kids that don't take care of their kids. Only difference is it's a lot worse over there than probably is over here. Maybe it's just about the same. I don't know. It kind of sounds like the same as what she's telling me, but she told me when she had both of her kids, when she'd gotten pregnant by the first guy, he dipped. The second guy kind of told her, I love you, we're going to be married, got pregnant, he dipped. And these kids never know their father. Sad? Yes. Does it go on here? Yes. A lot. But that's not what drawn me to her. What drawn me to her is the conversation that we had spoken to each other and what we were kind of both going through and what we can kind of do together as a couple. I have a long ways to go with this relationship, and I tend to see it through, and I want to see it through. I think this young lady, just as much as I can be valuable to her, she can be valuable to me. And it's all about the love. Do I want to be in love? Yes. I don't care where I have to find it. I don't care if it's across the ocean or in the next state over. I want to be in love. Am I going to rush this love? No. When you rush things kind of get messy or screwed up real quick. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Well, are you talking to somebody else? No. How can this one girl have my heart, my faith, my trust, her honesty, my loyalty? Many have tried, and then when I tell people about this young lady and, that she's in a whole nother country, I don't know if that's setting off bells. And some people say, well, if he's going somebody over there, I can surely get him to change his mind and come to me. Not the case. It's like that movie. Well, not really a fair comparison. I was going to say shallow how, but no, nothing like that. It's nothing like that. But I just like her for what she is doing and what she is trying to accomplish. And what I'm looking for, she is also looking for. So when I don't know if you're looking or if you're still looking on these sites or how you found this young lady, or you did say you found her online, but I don't know if you're looking for somebody in your home country, state, Providence, whatever. Again, I go back to, if you are talking to this young lady and there is a mention of money, if they ask you how much you make, red flag. Because I don't think it's anybody's business if you're telling them about your money situation. Because again, they can take what you're telling them and then they can put it into their system like, oh, and they see dollar signs. But to me, that's how I know the relationship that I have with Sarah is real. It doesn't matter what the past is. I don't judge somebody on their past. I'm only looking towards the future. So if you get past the money situation and you get past if this is real or not, then there comes you discussing about what kind of person is she, what kind of person are you. Here's the thing. Don't dig too deep into something that has nothing to do with you. You didn't know them before this situation. What should it matter? If you want to know, I wouldn't really see why. It's not gonna have any effect on your current relationship now. If you decide to go forward with that relationship, you can't judge somebody by their past. You can only go forward. If you want to go forward with them in the future, do that. Leave the past in the past. It had nothing to do with you. I don't know if that's also an issue that you brought up in reference to the money situation, but we don't want to be hurt. A lot of men don't want to be hurt. A lot of men want to be loved. And if you want to be loved, then be loved. Be happy. Set some boundaries when you guys talk. If you want to talk about money, okay, here's what I'll tell you. After I tell you what I tell you, we'll leave it at that and let's move on. If they don't want to move on and the only thing they kept talking about is just money and how you can help them or how you can benefit them, well, you kind of have your answer. You kind of know what you need to do. But money should never be the topic of a relationship. That should be the last, in my opinion. Because I want to get to know you. I want to see if this can develop into something. I'll give you an example. Well, I don't want to give you an example. I talked to a young lady, and the crazy thing is, social media is dangerous. It is. She had given me her Facebook page, Instagram page, yada, 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 wooty woo. Here's a bad thing about Facebook. If you have a Facebook account and you've had more than one account, but your damn picture is the same picture with a different name, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Because upon me talking to this young lady, and I thought that conversation was going good, well, Facebook always notifies you a friend suggestion. Do you think this person is a good friend? I kid you not. I clicked on this young lady's profile. Turns out the lady that I knew, or the young lady I knew by her name, wasn't even her real name. She had a whole other profile. And you're probably, no, the profile is probably old. Or no, it wasn't. It was just as current as the other one. And the crazy and sad thing is that some people don't know how to put a block on their damn Facebook page or Instagram. Instead, you can go through and scroll through all the messages. And then that's not even the half of it. The other half is that she was taking a picture with her and then another gentleman side by side. So at the same token she was talking to me, she was talking to this gentleman. The crazy thing is, it was only a day apart. She was talking about, oh, I can't wait to be there with you. I don't know if that's true. Could have been a hustle. I don't give a damn. I wasn't sticking around to find out so I can be there. Did I send her money? No, I did not. I did not. I've had females come to me and say, well, we meet on one day and then 2 days later, they're already talking about the K-1 visa. My friend, if they're doing that, that means they have other plans for somebody. That means the person that they actually talking to, she either wants to surprise them or get rid of your ass when she first sets foot on U.S. soil. Again, not discrediting, not getting mad, not getting angry, not getting none of that. These are signs you need to look for. And when you talk to this young lady, don't be so, I don't know how you are. I wish I would have known more about this so that I could probably give you a little bit more in-depth perception, but I'll go with what I have and what I got to work with. If you're talking, don't get mad at the things she says. And what I mean by that, there's a language barrier. Because they can't always understand you. But don't get mad at what she says. You know? So, excuse me. Sorry. Hang on, get this vape right quick. So, again, if you're giving this shot, a long distance relationship a shot again, these are the things that I would encourage you to do. I will talk more about my relationship with Sarah. I hope that this kind of puts things in perspective for you. I hope that, and if it doesn't, you know, you can feel free to email me anytime, d6empire@357.com. So far, by the grace of God, this relationship I have with this young lady is going ridiculously well. We chat, we talk every single night. I'd be talking to her now, but my phone has to charge. Oh, yes. Ooh, excuse me. Look at this red diamond tea. So, sorry. I hope that this finds you some kind of comfort. Again, I will talk more about Sarah. I will go in kind of a little bit in depth without giving up too much information because she is on my Facebook page. And I don't want to say anything that might harm her. I don't want any of my listeners to go back, oh, well, you know, your boyfriend said this, that, and the other. I'm not thinking anything like that, but I know some people like try to push your buttons and try to get a rise out of you. So if you want this relationship to work, my friend, it's okay if you want to put the work into them. Loving people is hard work. Relationships are not easy. If relationships that were that easy and that perfect, everybody would be in one. Everybody. But they're not. So, as we get ready to close this show out, my friend, I hope that this puts some things in perspective. Again, feel free to email me back. We can do a follow-up. I would love to have you on the show. But I want you to think about it. If you're considering it now, or if you're doing it now, and you think that you want to give it a shot, just look for the red flags. Those are my two biggest red flags. If I can't see you, I don't want to talk to you. If you have to ask about money, I don't think I need you. It doesn't matter where they are. Missing someone is part of loving them. If you're never apart, you really never know how strong your love is. The love I have for this young lady, Sarah, is just ridiculous. It's just relentless. she's just doing everything, and I mean everything, to just wow me all the time. And I don't even have to ask for it. She's just doing it. And the crazy thing is, we're so compatible, we're so alike in so many ways that it's almost not really scary, just surprising. Because again, I'm a father of 7 children. I would think that, surely I'd be like, oh, well, better luck next time. We'll get him, Tiger. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's going to be really hard, but you have to work on it. And if you're going to see this person, make sure you have everything that you are considering talking about either written down, not the negative, be positive. You want to take something positive away from it, not negative. You guys don't want to argue and then you write back on number 4. You said it was number 4. You write back on number 5. You don't want that. You don't want that. When 2 people are meant for each other, no time is too long. No distance is too far. So if it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. My friends, as we get ready to close it out, I do want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting my podcast. Thank you for writing me these lovely letters. Just thank you. If anybody has anything that you want to talk about, share, I run a Facebook page called Let's Talk About It. Click on that, friend me, go to it. I sometimes post subjects. I'm still trying to work out the kinks on that. But I'm also looking for those who might want to come on the show and just talk about anything. I don't do politics. They're messy. Don't care. Doesn't solve anything. Ooh, excuse me. So my email address, d6empire@357@gmail.com. Feel free to email me questions, comments, concerns, or if you have gripes, that's fine. I take those too. I take all criticism. I take negatives and I turn them into a positive. Because that's the kind of person I am. But I hope that, my friend, that this finds you. I hope that you're either a positive person or somebody that can just make this work. Never leave a true relationship for a few faults. And what I mean by that, if she tells you something you don't want to hear, you don't like it, hear her out. There's a reason for everything. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's correct. In the end, affection is always greater than perfection. Remember that. So this is what you want to do. If you're trying to pursue it again, or maybe you're not trying to pursue it, I don't know. I can only give you the advice. If you want to do it and try it again, go for it. Just put what I have told you to good use. And if you got some own rules or thoughts of your own, hey, by all means, create it. Do it. Show me something. So as we get ready to close the show out, again, I do want to thank everybody for listening. Thank you for supporting me. I have nothing but love for all of you. Thank you for the letters, as I keep saying it over and over again. But that's because I'm thanking y'all and I appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening. So, my friend, I hope this finds you well. Again, feel free to email me, and that goes for any of my listeners. You have a question, you want something you want to talk about, d6empire@357@gmail.com. So my friends, as we get ready to close this show out, I say thank you. I hope your days are good. If your days are not good, turn that negative to a positive. Because any and every day above ground is a blessing. It could be worse. Could be worse. But thank God it's not. So, for the most part, I hope you'll find what you're looking for. I really do. Women, if you have any other questions, if you think I can answer some of them, I probably can. I got 7 sisters, so, can lay it on me. So, well, I do appreciate you listening. It's time for me to wrap this show up. I do want to say thank you to everybody again. I appreciate it. I want you to take care of yourself and each other. And until next time, my friends, my name is Derek. I am Endeavor Empire. We'll see you next time.